People say there aren't any heroes anymore, but I don't know. I say they're all around us. You just have to know where to look. For starters, there's Perseus. He's the guy who cut off Medusa's head and saved Andromeda from the sea monster. Then there's Pegasus, the immortal winged horse, swooping in out of nowhere to help destroy a fire-breathing beast. And finally, over the skies of Wellsville, you can spot the Artie constellation. Where Artie came from, no one knows. But ever since he arrived in our town, evil has had to haul butt.
19 o'clock, and all left. His pipe.
Artie's a suburban superhero with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. No one knows the full extent of his mutant arsenal, but if you ask me, his most amazing power of all is this one. His friendship with my brother Pete. It's a titanium-reinforced bond that over the years has given them the strength to vanquish every villain that's gotten in their way, from a maniac schnauzer to the Atlantic Ocean. But unfortunately, there are villains in this world, and then there are supervillains. The difference being that supervillains usually won't stop until they destroy the superhero they're after, as well as the legend he left behind.
Hey, smiling strange, you looking happily deranged. Can you settle a shin bed? Or have you picked your target yet? It's ending. Don't your dog bite? It's ending.
Superheroes, if they're really super, always have super villains to worry about. For Superman, it was Lex Luthor. For the Fantastic Four, Dr. Doom. For Artie, the strongest man in the world, it was these skank weevils. Name, paper cut. Occupation, school bully. Powers? Like his name says, he's the master of the paper cut. If you get in his way, you better like the sight of your own blood. We'll cut back to him in just a bit. To get this story going, I better brief you on this scuzzmaster. Name, John McFlimp. Occupation, aluminum siding salesman. His powers? He's a master salesman who knows every trick in the book.
My doctor says if I keep doing these demonstrations, my heart is going to burst like a bad melon. But hey, no pressure.
Like a bad melon. Whoa! Silly.
Being a super salesman, he had the power to sell adults on the idea that Artie was a menace to society. Rumor has it that McFlimp was sent to our town by a secret anti-kid organization called the International Adult Conspiracy in order to deal with the Artie problem once and for all.
The cabin boy, that dirty little nipper.
He filled his pants with fire ants and cauterized the skipper.
All right, matey.
Adults in our area have always been a little afraid of Artie. The problem is, what they can't understand, they can't control.
I hate canoes.
For years, they were powerless to do anything about Artie. But then came McFlimp. After analyzing the situation closely for a few weeks, McFlemp realized there was a weak link in Artie's line of defense. Our dad.
Why me?
Parker! Murph! Come here, boys.
Joyce, don't encourage them.
McFlemp knew if he could just get to Dad, he could get to Artie.
Hey, Don!
And being the master salesman that he was, he knew exactly how to exploit Dad's weaknesses.
Hey, John, I see your son is vacuuming the yard.
Actually, he's reseeding it. Yeah, he came up with this idea of filling the vacuum with grass seed, then running the darn thing in reverse.
Wow, you've got quite a son there.
Don't think I don't know that, Don. Now, what about your son?
What about him?
Well, may not be any of my business, but you think it's a good idea for your son to be hanging around a lunatic like that Artie character?
Oh, I don't know about that, John. I mean, it's not every boy who gets to have his very own personal superhero.
Oh, that's where I think you're wrong, Don. Now, maybe I'm a little old-fashioned, but I've always believed that a boy superhero should be his dad. Right, son?
Right, Dad. I mean, Super Dad. Why are we doing this, Dad?
Now, it may surprise you, son, but, you know, your old dad is something of a superhero himself. It just so happens I'm probably the fastest, most efficient gutter cleaner in town, possibly the world. Now, watch closely as I take this scraper.
Greetings, Rufy. What's the do?
Dad's trying to teach me how to clean gunk.
Gunk? Uncle Albert, gunk?
It's a father-son thing, Artie. Now, just keep your tights on. We'll be done in a couple hours.
Idea.
Now, son, as I was saying, you take the scraper.
Idea.
The real beauty is that it actually repels dirt.
They're beautiful.
Wrigley! Hey! Wrigley!
This madness has to stop. He got gunk in my suit.
I'm really sorry, everybody. You know, he's just Artie, you know? Look, if there's anything I can do to make it up to you folks...
Actually, there is, Don. I'm calling a meeting of concerned citizens to discuss the Artie situation. I'd like you to join us.
I can't go sneaking around my son's back, John.
No pressure, Don. I understand. I mean, if I cared absolutely nothing about our community, I'd make the same decision.
All right, I'll be there.
While McFlemp prepared for Phase 2 of his plan, our other supervillain was about to begin Phase 1. They say Papercut was born in the back of a copy shop. There was no one to play with, so he played with paper. He ended up cutting himself so many times, it did some kind of origami number on his brain. A brain that was capable of creating objects of great beauty, as well as objects of incredible pain. He was the king of the 7th grade, who ruled his domain with 3 simple words.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Smart move, Mudhead. Paper beats rock. Now prepare for your punishment.
In the endless games he loved to play, he always threw paper, and everybody else always threw rock. They were too afraid not to, But then one day, everything changed.
Paper beats rock. Rock beats scissors. Scissors beat paper.
Shut up and throw, Drool Cup.
Rock, paper, scissors, throw. You have no idea what you have just done.
Think I did.
You will grant me a rematch, and you will go down.
I don't dive, you Scarfinger.
Then prepare to bleed.
Delightful. A delicious blend of tarragon, ginger, and some sort of seafood. Shellfish.
Artie!
Appearing in a timely fashion, seemingly from nowhere. Begone with you, Popey, before I fold you into some type of brochure.
Go recycle yourself, paper cut.
Oh, boy. I guess you told me off. Very tough, Wrigley. You're a real butt kicker, all right. But I guess it's easy to be brave when you don't have to fight your own battles.
True to their source, Paper Cut's words left a paper cut in Pete's psyche. It was a small wound, but it was painful. And once it began to fester, it infected Pete's soul and soon threatened the future of one of the greatest friendships in the universe. The forces of darkness assembled to destroy Artie once and for all. The evil Paper Cut sliced a gash into the heart of Pete and Artie's friendship. And supervillain McFlemp had found the one weapon that could bring the strong man down.
Dad.
Don, glad you could make it. Come in. We just started.
Yesterday, I caught my son arm wrestling a slab of bacon. Said Artie taught him how?
That psycho Artie dared my Nona to go 2 days saying only the word boing.
Well, so, did she make it?
What about the shortcuts?
My shortcut's a 4-lane expressway with a scenic rest stop.
My son, John Jr., used the word pipe today. He looked at a flower and he said, pipe. That scares me, Don. Pipe?
It's not such a bad word.
You know, Don, it's that kind of attitude that's enabling that freak to destroy our youth.
Hey, I don't love the guy either, but I can't just make him go. I mean, even if I could, Pete'd kill me.
Don, I think the bottom line here is the mutants gotta go. And you're the man to do it. But hey, no pressure.
Yet the pressure was on from all sides, now that Paper Cut was hacking away at the bond between Pete and Artie.
Hey, Buttercup. Big play friend come to walk you home?
You bad son of Pope! I will fold you 7 times.
No, don't. Let's just go.
Okay. Leaving then. Shall we go the short way, boy?
Okay, you can take the short way. I'll see you later.
Gads, boy! Are you ailing?
No. I just want to take the long way home for a change.
Oh, change is good, Please. Long. Right. Shorty.
They had always taken Artie's shortcuts together, but something was different now, with Pete and with the neighborhood.
We're organized now, strong boy. Your days are numbered.
We're gonna stop you, sicko.
Hooey. him.
Well, here we are at last, Mr. Superhero. Is everything pipe today?
Oh, all his pipe, metallic man.
You sideshow freak. You're finished in this town, strongest man in the world. Let's see you fight public opinion.
It's someone else complaining about Artie. Why do they keep calling you?
Got me. Take a message. I need to, go clean the gutters.
Pete? Honey, what's the matter?
As Dad was about to find out, Pete's problem with Artie gave him the solution he'd been looking for.
It's about Artie. I know he's my best friend and all, and he's always there when I need him, but I don't know. Sometimes when he stands up for me, I feel like a wuss.
Nothing wrong with getting a little help, Pete. Artie is your superhero, right?
You don't get it. I mean, sometimes, I don't know, I just want to be my own Viking.
Yes!
It was too good to be true. The power of Pete and Artie's friendship was weakening. Dad figured if he moved fast, he could win Pete back forever. His plan? Have the best father-son day ever.
You know, the great thing about the box kite, it combines sound aerodynamics with grace and beauty.
You know what's great about my kite, Dad? Sound aerodynamics with stealth bomber technology.
Well, that's nice, son.
As Dad tried to sell himself to Pete, Ellen and I tried to sell the town on Artie. The new, improved Artie.
Boy!
Artie?
What?
I didn't want to tell you this before, but Pete's not coming. He and Dad went off first thing this morning.
But this is your big chance, Artie. We gotta get you moving. Come on.
Ma'am, we're offering free thermally heated pre-moistened towelettes. Care of Wellsville's own superhero, Artie.
The strongest man.
In the world.
Meanwhile, Dad decided the time had come to move in for the kill.
You know, Pete, a boy is a bit like a kite. Sometimes he needs to fly free, fight his own battles, be his own Viking. Maybe a superhero can be like kite string, you know, holds the boy back.
Dad's words had scored a direct hit. The question was, would Pete crumble?
Maybe the boy needs to let go of that superhero.
Save your breath, Dad.
I'm just saying that...
Artie and me are best friends. That means forever. So live with it.
Thermally heated pre-moistened towelette?
This towelette is cold.
Yeah. I'll heat it on high. Hot as Mexico toad.
We're gonna run you out of town.
Artie's bombing.
Artie? Artie? I guess to adults, the new Artie was a lot like the old Artie. As far as our dad was concerned, they were both going down.
It would be the most treacherous act in his life. But Dad didn't care. He was gonna ambush the strong man in his own backyard.
Ron? Came by for some sandwiches, didn't you? Yeah, you old softy.
Artie, we need to talk.
Yes, Don. Don, I'm all ears. All ears, my man. Go ahead.
Artie.
Good.
It's about Pete.
Little Viking. Yes?
Yeah. You see, he needs a stable home life. I mean, well, here's what I mean. Pete's not a little boy anymore, you know? He needs to stand on his own, fight his own battles, having a superhero around can stun his growth.
Ooh. Short?
Yeah. You see what I mean? It might be best for Pete if you were to leave town. He didn't have the heart to tell you himself. That's why he asked me. He wants you to go.
Oh, Don. Oh, Don. Hold me. Hold me, Don. Oh, Don, it hurts.
I'm not saying it would swallow a cow. I'm just saying it could.
Well, I once saw a snake swallow whole beef jerky.
Oh, that's such a load.
Hey, Pete, I didn't know your dad was pals with Artie.
He's not. Yeah, I thought Artie hates driving in cars.
He does.
I smell a bald skunk. Come on.
Well, this is the best thing for both of you.
Yeah.
Why, it'll give you a chance to start over. A clean slate.
Whoa!
He's using evasive maneuvers. Wake up! Take shortcuts!
Crazy driving, Don.
So, Artie, how about those rising dividends in today's mutual funds? Hey!
You're a madman at the wheel, Don.
As he closed in, Pete finally understood what Dad had been getting at the day before.
Maybe that boy needs to let go of that superhero.
How did he know? He just felt it in his liver. If he didn't catch up with Artie, he'd never see him again.
My Viking! Don, he's calling me! Oh, he needs me! So pleasurable! Boy! Artie! Don, stop this pile at once, or I'll be forced to become strong with you.
Artie, no! Artie, don't go!
Please, I have to find out what the boy said!
He said, I'm afraid he said, please don't come back.
Oh,
You don't need to be a genius to know who was behind Pete's wipeout.
Nobody here to fight your battles, chicken breath. Just you, me, and my new ivory bond.
If your best friend had just been deported and the international adult conspiracy put your world into a full Nelson headlock and a raging maniac with a thing for rock, paper, scissors was about to paper cut you to shreds, you'd probably think it was the end too. But you'd be wrong.
It was only the beginning.